Right, hello YouTube. As I promised, I'm about to take the shock tube, an R&G shock tube that I fitted to the bike to protect the rear shock. It's been on there 3 years now. I'm going to take it off. We're going to have a look at the shock, see if it's actually protected it like it was intended to do, like it was designed to do. We'll see what condition that shock's in. And off the back of that, then, depending on what condition it's on, we'll make a decision as to whether to refit the shock tube or leave it off. I think they're a good idea. That's why I fitted it. I fitted it virtually from new, and it's basically like a neoprene material that wraps around the shock. There's a couple of cable ties that hold it on, and there's a Velcro join, so it's relatively easy to fit. A bit more, but there's not a lot of access there, which I'll show you in a second. And because of that neoprene thing, it's meant to keep all the muck and all the sort of moisture off of it to protect that shock from corrosion. One of the things I'm a little bit concerned of is that it may also act as, in effect, as like a bit of a sealed bucket. So any kind of moisture that's around that shock has no way really of escaping, because it's not exposed to the atmosphere to evaporate. And so it may have had a counter sort of effect. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I'm interested to see how it's going to do. We'll take it off. I'll just show you where it is now. You're going to have to bear with me because trying to get the camera in there is quite difficult. I've got some torch, but what you can see there, I've got a torch, there you go. See, you can see where it's fitted. Under here, hopefully you can see. I'll try and get that in. Here it is. It's just wrapped round. There's some cable ties that go in there. It looks like the bottom one's come off, so I don't know why that is. But there's one right at the top, which is very difficult to get to. But it's sort of up here, up the top here. Yeah, you might be able to see through this gap in there. There's a better look at it. So you can see in there. There's where it is. And it looks like the cable ties come off of that one as well. So it's going to be an easy remove. Anyway, let me get on and take that off. And as soon as I've taken it off, I'll show you the inside of the shock tube, what the shock's like, and we'll see what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see whether it's worked or not. Okay, give me 5 minutes, and well, less than that perhaps, and I'll get that off and we can have a look at it. Right, what you can see here is the inside of the shock tube. You can see how it's fitted. Those cable ties run through those sleeves at the bottom and do up. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. I've obviously have to replace them. But the inside of the shock tube, it looks pretty okay. There's a little bit of mud and a bit of dust, and you can see on the rivets there's a little bit of corrosion on the inside of those rivets. But from the shock's perspective, it looks in pretty good nick. Don't know if you can see it, the access is really hard, but there's a little bit of dirt and a bit of grit on it, but no real corrosion. I can see, I have to clean it up. There might be, if I can, I don't know if I can get the light on it. You might be able to see there right in front of you, there's a little tiny brown spot. I'm not sure what that is. Let me see if I can clean it up a bit. Right. I don't know if you can see there right at the top. Cut through that way. There. I'll see if I can do that a bit better. But actually, the shock looks pretty clean. Like I say, it's not been cleaned for years. The inside body of it looks good. You actually can see there the actual piston itself, all the chrome's in good nick. It's just a little bit mucky, a little bit dusty. I think that's done quite a good job considering it's 3 years. Hold on a minute, I just want to... Yeah, it's pretty good. You can see none of the plastic coating on the spring has split, or... Yeah, I think it's done a quite good job. They're a little bit dustier and muckier than I thought, but then again, it has been through some pretty crappy windows. Sorry, crappy windows, some crappy winters. So, yeah, good job. Right, so the decision now is to decide whether to refit it or not. obviously I'll give it all a good big clean, and yeah, post your comments, let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll undecided whether to refill it or not, because it might be better just to have rinsed it off every time I wash it and treat it with my anti-corrosion stuff. But yeah, 3 years untouched, and that's not in bad nick. Okay, right, that's probably all I've got for you now. So yeah, by all means, let me know your thoughts, and I'll let you know in the next video what I decide, whether to refit it or not.